everyone. Welcome to the 17th episode of the podcast series featuring interviews with women who stammer, sharing their inspiring stories with others. My name is Vidya Lalgudi Jaishankar. I am an artist and a volunteer at TISA. Today, we are joined by Dr. Soma Roy, a researcher with a deep academic journey in chemistry. Born in Siliguri, she pursued her BSc and MSc at Jadavpur University before earning her PhD at IISc Bangalore. Her research has taken her across India, Germany, and the US with postdoctoral work at prestigious institutions like the Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science, the Max Planck Institute, and UF Scripps. Beyond her scientific career, Soma embraces her holistic lifestyle with yoga, meditation, and nutrition. She has been connected with TISA since 2012, engaging with self-help groups in Kolkata and Bangalore. She is also passionate about singing and she believes in inspiring others to live fulfilling and balanced life. Hi, Soma. Welcome to the podcast. It is lovely to have you here.
Hi Vidya, it was so lovely introduction, and I am truly, amazed.
Thank you. So let's begin with your early years. What were your experiences with stammering as a child, and what kind of support did you receive during your school and college years?
So I want to tell like the days of my childhood. As you told, I am born and brought up in Shiliguri, West Bengal. And yeah, I think as far as I remember, I developed stammering at the age of 13 or 14, so it was quite late. Initially, I didn't understand why it is happening, neither my parents. Um, but in school, it was mostly, I was very expressive girl, but then at some point of time, I was tensed of my career. Um, and I was not becoming too much expressive at that time. But then when I was in college, I changed myself and participated in various extracurricular activities. And the support from my family is that they didn't bother this thing. Either they told me to focus on my career, um, but in between something I was searching the question why. So I joined TISA when I was in college. So I was I don't know, I was very much mature at that time that I searched in internet back in 2012 and found TISA, and still I remember I sent an email on that days to Sachin sir, but I didn't have the internet connection with me. So I went to a cafe and sent an email. Then again, I went to the cafe after say 7 days and found that Sachin sir replied me within one day. So that's how the journey started, and slowly I went to Kolkata SAG, though it was not very regular at that time. But then when in 2014, I went to Bangalore for my PhD. So at that time, I was in Bangalore SAG for quite some years. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Soma. I can understand that TISA has come into your life at the most important phase. It's wonderful to know how it had helped you around that time. Moving on, you practice yoga and have a keen interest in holistic growth. So, how do you think yoga and diet has helped you maintain a balance in your life, and what drew you to these practices?
So I want to tell about my days of Bangalore SHG. So Bangalore SHG was quite amazing for me because I learned a lot of things from the SHG. I made some very good friends, and from that time only I was into yoga and diet because I wanted a holistic perception of myself. And in some video, I was actually in very motivational thing. Like I always watched more motivational videos at that time, and in some video, I saw that like a guy is telling I am not only the stammering, I am the whole myself. So this point actually strike me, and then I wanted to work on myself. I wanted to be fit. Um, Also, I had some health issues at that time, so I wanted to change my diet, and it took quite some years, like 5, 6 years to completely reverse that, like what I was possessing at that time. Then slowly my health it started becoming like good, and I saw the results within 1, 2 years in myself. Also, I practiced meditation. I went to various meditational like institutes who provide the meditational courses and all. So uh, that's how it started. And you know, when you are in a flow and you can see the result in yourself, then you can't stop the practice. You know, the practice will drive you. So that's how it started. And in between, I did some yoga course from Bangalore, and I went to the center. I stayed for some months, and then I learned it. So that's how it started. And now also I practice yoga, meditation, and diet is a journey. It is not about 1 day or 2 day or 1 year or 2 year. So I had to change my thoughts. I had to change my thinking process, everything to change my diet. So the diet I follow, it is sattvic diet, and it has been from the past 5, 6 years now. And yeah, I also in between joined Toastmasters Club in Bangalore, and there I took the, like as I said, I always loved to watch the motivational videos. So there in Toastmaster Club I chose the motivational path, like so there are many paths, no? So I chose the more motivational one, and I prepared the video, the speeches, and practiced it for the whole day, and went to the center and delivered it. So yeah, the journey is still going. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing this. And as you said, it takes years to, see the results and then get inspired by our own change and then proceed further. That process, we have to give ourselves that amount of time to, enjoy the fruit of this approach. So thank you
Yeah.
so much for your insights on this. So you have an extensive academic background. So in your experience, what steps can institution take to create more inclusive space for PWS, especially when it comes to competitive research opportunities such as fellowships?
So I can tell my experience. Um, like in college, universities, I was lucky that no one mocked me. Um, But in presentations, I was tensed from inner side. So in this case, I really don't know how to answer the questions because I was so focused in my career, in my subject, and in like I struggled a lot with myself. I practiced a lot. So whenever I had any presentation, I practiced a lot, like in home and like with myself. Uh, if a non PWS would practice it for say 10 times, I practiced it for 100 times. So that much amount I gave it to myself, and I can do hard work with myself as much as I can. So these qualities there with me from childhood. And fortunately, I found a very inclusive environment throughout my career. But when I look back to myself, like I am 32, 33 now, when I look back myself at the age of 18 or 19, I would say to my younger Shoma that don't panic, be calm, don't panic, and everything will be all right.
Yeah, I completely understand. So if I have to phrase it in a way like, is there anything that helped you during presentation or could have helped you during any oral uh, vivas, or do you think institutions can make some changes there uh, to make life
Yeah.
of PWS easier? Yeah.
Yeah, so if a PWS can tell in the presentation that I have this issue, or I would not face it as a problem. It is not a problem. So and then he or she might tell that please don't think it as my anxious response. I'm not anxious. Means I am anxious, but for my technical purpose, not for my speech. So in this way, one PWS can phrase it. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Soma. Uh, so, uh, you have been living with stammering for quite some time now. So, how
Yeah.
has your journey and experience with stammering influenced your other aspects of life, say in your relationship or in personal aspirations and other stuff?
Yeah. So in personal aspiration, I became quite strong. I became mentally strong is because every day is a journey and every day is a learning. Um, and quite luckily didn't have any effect in my relationships. I have quite some friends and some good friends, good teachers, my family members. But in personal way, it changed myself a lot. I became quite determined. I became quite strong, quite motivating, and like I also do career counseling of others like the non PWS, or and then at that time I see the change in myself. Like I can see the strength, the determination in myself, which I grew over the past few years, and it was not possible without TISA. I also forgot to mention that I joined some NCs in TISA back in 2016, say 17. I think two NCs I joined, and the people I observed, the people I talked to, um, it changed my life. It changed my life in a way of acceptance um, and see through my life from a very deep way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Soma, for sharing this. Um, so my next question is actually about TISA. Like, uh, can you go in detail with your experience in TISA? And also, would you like to share any particular moments which holds dear to you?
Um, yeah. So it has been long, like I think how many years? 12 plus years now with TISA. So initially, I joined as a Kolkata SHG, but as I told, it was not very regular at that time. But when I went to Bangalore SHG, I was quite amazed to see the Bangalore SHG, how it is organized and how everything is on time. It was from 10 to 1 in Kavan Park on Sunday. And I like the best part of stranger talk that I didn't do earlier. And it takes quite a courage to go to a stranger and talk about the stammering. And I also made a very good people in there. Also, Sachin sir is quite more motivating. He motivated me a lot. At some point of time, I talked to him over the phone, and yeah, he actually motivated me a lot. In Bangalore SAG, there are some people who were quite good in their career because my concern was that I'm good in academics. I did my PhD in chemistry, like more specifically in chemical biology, and I was quite anxious about my career. So, for this reason, I was searching the people who were good with their career, and that actually I found in Bangalore SHG, and that gave me a quite confidence, and also in turn I told myself, don't focus on just one thing. It only holds 5 to 10%, or maybe 1 to 2% of myself. So work on yourself. Focus on the subject you are studying, and then see what happens in life. So, and thankfully, yeah, it was good in my career, and still now, yeah, it is good, and I'm growing.
Wow. Thank you for openly, sharing your journey. It's, as you said, it's a learning process throughout. Thank you so much. And um, so many TISA members are, exploring different career options. So what advice would you give students who are trying to, find themselves and establish themselves professionally?
Yeah. So in general, I tell everyone at first you need to learn from your heart what you want to do, and then you focus on the subjects, like what subject you want to pursue in your career. And then to a PWS, I would tell that at first be calm. Don't be anxious for this reason. It doesn't hold your 100%. Be calm and then learn your subjects, and then be open minded. It is an era of internet, so you can search a lot of things which were not there in our times. As I told, that I had to go to a cafe and pay some money, and then sit there in their computer. So now the smartphone is there in our hand, and I just need to be calm and patient, and want to explore whatever I want to do. It can be that initially I am not understanding what I want to do. It's fine. I can explore some things, I can explore many things, and then at some point of time, I will find that, okay, this is the career I want to pursue. And especially I'm repeating again to a PWS or to myself, like I younger Shoma, I will just tell one thing, that don't be anxious and be calm.
Thank you so much. Every time we see people building, fortress around stammering and not able to see beyond that, and the way you put it is very nicely. I mean, you put it really good. Thank you, Soma. So, for my final question, I would love to talk about your passion for singing. So, what inspired you to pursue it? And if you are comfortable, we would love to hear you perform.
Yeah. So I love actually the stage performance, And from childhood, I learned singing. It was not my choice; it was my parents' choice. Is because I am a Bengali, and when you go to West Bengal, you can see the singing, the recitations, or any instrumental things are very common in a family. Uh, I started singing when I was at the class 3, but then slowly I loved it. Initially, I didn't love it, but then slowly when I understand it and I love it. And I will tell one of a trick of myself whenever I have a presentation. Before the presentation, I sing a lot.
Oh,
Yes, so I practiced it in my home. I sing it in myself, so I become calm with it, and also I learned recitation for some years in the school, and I also did some stage performance. Yes, I love to. I actually prepared one recitation and one
yeah,
song.
please.
In TISA, in COVID time, we used to do many cultural things, and I remember I used to host it, and there actually we used to do some in instrumental performance. It can be flute, it can be guitar, or the singing performance and recitation, and I actually loved to do this. So yeah, so this poem is very common and very motivational. I think everyone has heard it. I memorized it, so let's see.
Wow.
So it is a poem of Harivansh Rai Bachchan. लहरों से डरकर नौका पार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की हार नहीं होती। नन्ही चींटी जब दाना लेकर चलती है, नन्ही चींटी जब दाना लेकर चलती है, चढ़ती दीवारों पर 100 बार फिसलती है। मन का विश्वास रगों में साहस भरता है, मन का विश्वास रगों में साहस भरता है। चढ़कर गिरना, गिरकर चढ़ना ना अखरता है, आखिर उसकी मेहनत बेकार नहीं हुआ होती, आखिर उसकी मेहनत बेकार नहीं होती। कोशिश करने वालों की हार नहीं होती, हिम्मत करने वालों की हार नहीं हुआ होती। डुबकिया सिंधु में गोताखोर लगाता है, डुबकिया सिंधु में गोताखोर लगाता है, जा जाकर खाली हाथ लौट कर आता है। मिलते नहीं हैं सहज मोती गहरे पानी में, मिलते नहीं हैं सहज ही मोती गहरे पानी में। बढ़ता दुगना उत्साह इसी हैरानी में। मुट्ठी उसकी खाली हर बार नहीं होती। मुट्ठी उसकी खाली हर बार नहीं होती। कोशिश करने वालों की हार नहीं होती। हिम्मत करने वालों की हार नहीं होती। असफलता एक चुनौती है। असफलता एक चुनौती है। इसे स्वीकार करो। क्या कमी रह गई देखो और सुधार करो। जब तक ना सफल हो नींद चैन को त्यागो तुम। जब तक ना सफल हो नींद चैन को त्यागो तुम। संघर्ष का मैदान छोड़ मत भागो तुम। कुछ किए बिना ही जय जयकार नहीं होती। कुछ किए बिना ही जय जयकार नहीं होती। कोशिश करने वालों की हार नहीं होती। हिम्मत करने वालों की हार नहीं होती। थैंक यू।
Can you just give a small gist in English what that poem is? Because I also cannot understand, and I think there are few participants who cannot understand Hindi. Just a small gist of it is enough.
Okay, so the translation is, you cannot take your boat across the sea. If you are afraid of waves, the one who tries never fails. The teeny ant carries a small grain in its mouth, climbs up on the wall, slips and falls 100 times. The determination in the mind fills your body with courage. Then climbing up and falling down does not hurt. So the whole poem is about motivation. Like we can fail 100 of times, but then we need to try, and at the last we will succeed. So this poem actually, I listen it for the very first time in Tisa,
Wow.
that someone is reciting it. Then I learned it so much. So then I read it again and again, and then I grasped it in myself. And TISA member who told me that when you always tell a poem or something, just memorize it. Is because when you memorize it, it will come from your heart. So that's what actually I did. I tried.
It's very
Yeah.
beautiful, Soma. Honestly,
Yeah.
everybody enjoyed it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
दयाल हो, दयाल हो, दयाल, दयाल हो, दयाल हो, दयाल, दयाल हो, दयाल हो, दयाल, दयाल हो, दयाल हो, दयाल। तुम हो मेरे स्वामी, हो जगत की नमी। तुम हो मेरे स्वामी, हो जगत के नामी। तेरे बिन अब क्या है जीना, वैसे मेरा तुम सहारा। दयाल हो, दयाल हो, दयाल, दयाल हो, दयाल हो, दयाल। सुख न मैं चाहूं, ऐ मेरे दाता, हृदय में तुम हो, दुख में सुख आता। सुख न मैं चाहूं, ऐ मेरे दाता, हृदय में तुम हो, दुख में सुख आता। तुम हो मेरे स्वामी, हो जगत के नामी। तुम हो मेरे स्वामी, हो जगत के नामी। तेरे बिन अब क्या है जीना, वैसे मेरा तुम सहारा। दयाल हो, दयाल हो, दयाल, दयाल हो, दयाल हो, दयाल। युग से युग तुम हो, ऐ परम पिता। तुम ना मिलते तो कहाँ मैं खो जाता। युग से युग तुम हो, ऐ परम पिता। तुम ना मिलते तो कहाँ मैं खो जाता। तुम हो मेरे स्वामी, हो जगत के नामी। तुम हो मेरे स्वामी, हो जगत के नामी। तेरे बिन अब क्या है जीना, वैसे मेरा तुम सहारा। दयाल हो, दयाल हो, दयाल, दयाल हो, दयाल हो, दयाल। दयाल हो, दयाल हो, दयाल, दयाल हो, दयाल हो, दयाल। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, Soma. It was really good. Everybody enjoyed it, and comments were there praising your singing. Thank you so much. So this brings us to the end of my questions. So now I would request audience to um, come and ask their questions or share their comments.
Hi Vidya, Labuni here.
Hi,
Can I
hi.
speak to Shoma? First of all, thanks for inviting her. She is one of my, what can I say, the kind of role model. So before talking to her, so how are you doing? It's been a long time that we spoke. So how are you doing?
You're not.
Yeah, good. Are you asking me?
No, I was asking to Vidya first,
Oh,
then I thought to
sorry, sorry,
I will take a
sorry.
long time to talk to you. No problem.
Hi, Labani.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Hi.
I'm back to India from first
Oh,
of
nice.
Feb. So I have been to one Bangalore SHG. So it was
Yes, yes, yes. I have seen your photos.
yeah, it was
That was
really
that
good.
was very nice that you came here.
Thank you, thank you. How are you?
Very nice. I am doing great. I hope to meet you soon,
Yeah,
if
seriously.
in any day possible. I guess you are going for that Vanwadi workshop, right?
Yes, yes.
I think this coming weekend, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, 21st
Or
and
next
23rd.
week.
21st.
21st. Okay. 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 You would have a great time there.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited. The photos and
Yes.
your feedback
The
was
place is the
really good.
place is so good, so good. So thanks for the for to Sachin sir as well as Dhruv for choosing the place basically.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, we'll wait to see or hear your feedback.
Yeah. Sure, sure. Uh,
Okay, now let's move on to Shoma.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, good. You?
I'm good, thank you. I don't have any question, but see, I just came to say thank you because I remember that when I spoke to Dinesh sir, he gave your number. Just speak to Shoma, you will be fine. So the first thing that caught my attention is how calm you are while talking. I don't know how much practice you have done to achieve this calmness while talking because being a PWS before speaking, every time we get panic attack kind of thing that, oh my God, we have to talk. So that's great. And thank you so much for sharing your insights and everything. And once you come to Bangalore, if possible, try to meet once.
Yeah, yeah, sure. And also, Labani, the way you are growing is also more motivating for me. I know you now for years, and I think Dinesh gave you my number from a Bengali connection. Yeah. So, and the word calmness you told, I still practice it. I still practice it every day. And I think it is a journey, a lifetime project. Like in every situation, we just need to be calm from inside. And when we are calm, we can see the truth the way it is going. Because I also did the Vipassana meditation. So we need to see the truth, and for that we need to first be calm. And it is not that I am always calm. In sometimes I also feel anxious. I also feel that I am in panicking mode. But then again, I try to become calm because I practice some breathing exercise, and I think that like only practicing in the morning is not helping me. So I break it throughout the whole day. I sometimes practice in afternoon, in night. So it is a journey, and I think we all are you know flourishing through the journey.
Right, rightly said. I just have one question. Since you are pursuing your master's and everything, so
Yeah.
have you ever felt this kind of situation that because of maybe your stammering, you are losing out of any opportunity?
Um, Directly, I didn't face that. Directly,
Okay.
honestly speaking, I didn't face that because I attended many interviews. And yeah, if I cannot answer a technical question, I always tell frankly that I don't know. Apart from this, I didn't feel that I miss out any opportunity for this.
Okay, that's great to hear because um, kind of few days back, I came across a person, PWS from TISA itself. The person was having a very bad time thinking that the person is missing out of many opportunities. So I just, since I felt it once or twice, so I just wanted to know your opinion about it. So thank you, Shoma.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Be this way and inspire as much people as possible the way you are doing right now. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Labani, for wonderful comments and asking the right questions. Now I would request Suraj to um, say something. Some, yeah. Suraj, you have raised your hand. Okay, we will move to Anjali.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, Suraj, yes.
Uh, yeah, I just wanted to ask Soma if she is practicing, what she is practicing, and for how much uh, time she is allocating for that practice, and in a day, how many times she is practicing.
Okay.
Yeah,
So in general, for yoga, I do some stretching and Surya Namaskara for
okay,
about 10 times. And for breathing exercise, generally I practice the deep breathing. So the inhale for five counts, hold it for 10 counts, exhale for 8 counts, and then again hold it. It is the basic exercise I do. And morning 15 minutes, evening 15 minutes, and at night again 15 minutes. So in a day, about 1 hour, I need to give it for myself. But then when I am free, I can do it for 2 hours or 3 hours, but not continuously. I break it in morning and then in evening. And then at night, I do some sleep yoga to calm my mind, some stretching, which actually help the body to become calm and balanced. So, and also in breathing exercise, Bhramari, like so this exercise also helped me a lot. And uh, one more thing, I also do anulom vilom, like the alternate nostril breathing. It also helps to calm down. So these are some basic exercise which I do it every day. But then when I have some more time, I add on some more extra thing on this. Thanks.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Soma. Thank you. Thanks for your
Thank you.
helpful response. Thank you.
I also want
Thank
to
you
ask
so
one
much.
question,
Yes, yes.
but the question uh, is uh, Soma Roy a professor or doing some job or researcher?
Currently, I'm doing a job. Yeah. And so I will join a job from March. But I'm giving interviews for becoming a professor. Yeah. I think soon it will be.
Okay, so uh, as you want to become a professor, there you will have to give lectures and you will have to speak a lot there.
Yeah.
Uh, so how do you see stammering becoming a hurdle or you see it as an opportunity?
Yes. So the exact word I wanted to tell, the opportunity. The more and more I talk, I think the more and more I become confident. And when you give an interview, you also have to give some mock teaching class, which I gave. So I love actually to teach. And I think it will become an opportunity for me to explore the profession, not for me, but for others, that how a PWS is doing good in teaching. And it is not the first time, In TISA, there are many teachers who are gracefully teaching. So again, I would love to focus on my subject, uh, not on my stammering, because if I know the subject, then I think I am confident that I will convey it to my students.
Yes, yes, you will be able to convey it to the student, but uh, when I speak, I also want to be a professor. So uh, when I speak loudly or when I try to speak fast, then I stammer more. So in teaching part, we have to explain the concepts also. So there uh, sometimes our uh, pitch voice moves upward or downward. So this, in my case, the stammering occurs. So
Hmm.
is this the case for you?
Okay, I can suggest you one exercise to you, which I do. It is called cognitive memory, the neuro linguistic programming exercise, NLP. So what I do, for example, I have an interview, or I have a class after 2 weeks, for say it at 11 a.m. So starting from now, every day at 11 a.m., I will practice it in my home, or in my room, in such a way that I'm practicing it in the class. So I will imagine the students in front of myself, and I will imagine in my head the whole situation, and the way I want to convey it, the whole thing. I will imagine it my head and my room, and then I practice it. So in this way, it actually helped me, because I have seen in myself that when I give a presentation, if suddenly I do eye contact with the audience, I become, anxious. So these things, when I recognize, I practice it in my home, and I set it in my brain that 100 of people are sitting in front of me, and I'm giving the presentation. The way actually I'm training my mind, which helped me in a great way. I think you can, like, if you like, you can practice it. And as you told about voice modulation, yeah, yeah, it is important. For me, I think it came as as you know, I learned recitation and singing. So in that, voice modulation is needed, like high pitch, low pitch, medium pitch.
Soma, uh, I am also an artist as well, a painter, sketcher, and illustrator. So, but as you draw some conclusions about your speech from this singing part, but you are also an artist, but uh, being a painter, sketcher, I cannot draw conclusions uh, for the speech part from there. Uh, uh, so I think singing helped you a lot.
Yes, singing actually helped me a lot. Uh, it helped me to be like coordinated. Like when I sing a lot, I feel that in my head, I don't know how to explain it. I feel a coordination in my sympathetic and parasympathetic nerves. So in this way, actually, it helped me a lot. As you told that you are a painter, um, like if I would imagine me as a painter, I would love to paint my anxiety through this. It's because when like I sing, I try to throw my anxiety through my singing. And if I become a painter, I can just imagine it now.
Or
Yeah.
for removing anxiety, I write on the paper whatever is going i- in my mind, and after that I feel relaxed.
Yes. The same thing I also do. The same thing I also do. It helped me a lot. So there are many ways I find. And I learned some ways, and then actually I practice whatever suits me. So writing also helped me a lot. Like I think everyone will agree with this, that it helps to write out your mind in a paper, and just when I am angry, I will just tear it and throw it. So it is a great way.
Yes, yes, obviously.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prashant, for asking wonderful questions. Thank you. And now I would request Anjali to share her comments and questions.
Yeah, hi. Hi, Soma. So actually, I would like to ask Soma how she, I mean, like, what techniques she followed to, uh, to handle her anxiety, and I mean, like, what techniques she follow to make herself calm before any interviews or any presentations, and like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So generally for speech, I try to follow the prolongation technique, and for breathing, I do the deep breathing. And when I have a presentation, I don't practice too much on that day. As I said that I start to practice from much earlier, and then on that day I just try to relax and roam around a bit, do some physical exercise. So that's how, and obviously I sing, and that's how I try to become calm and tell myself the positive affirmations. So in this way, I trained myself for a presentation.
Yeah, okay. So like, do you have any specific type of like meditations or anything that you have been following since your journey?
I tried many kind of meditation. Vipassana is one of them which I like. It is a 10 days course, and you need to go to the center and learn it. But if you want to start from today itself, you can start any kind of um, calming meditation. But I would suggest that if you want to learn Vipassana, you can make your 10 days to go to the center and learn it. Then we have a 10 minutes Vipassana, which you can do it before the presentation, which actually I do it. Also, there are many other kind of meditations which I tried. Just I tell my mind that be calm, it will be all right. And yes, so it is the way I train myself.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anjali. Hello, Vijay, Dr. Vijay, can you just unmute? Yeah, sure.
Good evening.
Good evening,
Good
sir.
Good
evening.
evening.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Myself, Dr. Vijay Avare. I am working as professor in Agriculture University in Maharashtra. Actually, I know host. I know the host, madam, and the lecture you have given was very much excellent. So actually, I plan to hear the lecture. So I came early from my meeting, and I have joined this on time. So I mean, I would like to praise your calmness and pace in the speaking. Means your calmness and pace of talking is very much excellent. Uh, so I want to ask you one question, which I like the most in your speech. That you are practicing bouncing very exactly. Means bouncing the bouncing techniques you are following perfectly bouncing. Means the complete, the complete letter, one complete, or only the half letter bouncing. Perfect bouncing you are doing. So I can't do that. So I am also in the teaching profession. So I'm trying bouncing, but sometimes I get stuck on some words, and so I'm controlling these things. But your bouncing is very much perfect. My question is, how many years it took to do such excellent bouncing?
Uh, Honestly speaking, I didn't practice it. It is the nature of my stammering. So, but as I told, I tried to practice the prolongation. But yeah, many people told me that the bouncing is very good, but I didn't practice it.
But your bouncing prolongation, I don't hear the prolongation in your speech, but the bouncing you are doing, perfect bouncing you are doing, means it is not recognizable. Means no one will say that you are stammering. It's perfect bouncing. Means it is. Uh, we can't differentiate the fluent speech from your speech. It's very excellent. So congratulations for your this kind of the progress. So one more question I want to ask you. That okay? I have forgotten the question right now. Okay, that's all from my side, and congratulations for the excellent lecture for both of you. Thank you very much.
Uh, Soumya, I want to say one thing, uh, that if you want to uh, be fluent more, then you can join some public speaking institute like Postmasters International is there uh, everywhere in the world. So that will also help you a lot. I have joined that.
Yeah. I also joined the Toastmasters Club in Bangalore.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Um, Thank you, Prashant. We will proceed to the next question. Sorry, Sabir Ansari. I'm sorry.
Yeah, hi, this is Shabbir Ansari. So I was hearing this, Soma, you're really flawless, and I'm also from Bengal. So two specific question I will ask. I will not take. I will try not to take much time. So whenever we try to speak, sometime or other we try to speed our speech, like whenever we are talking we will try to speed up, but I listened to your podcast and you were really calm, so that is really amazing that we need to take it like a lesson for all of us. I think we should be such a calm. I don't know how you manage this, but we need to learn this calmness. So now so now the question is, it will be a more professional question. I'm also a researcher in life science. I'm doing PhD, and the thesis is about to submitted. The thesis is on virology. It's about HIV and CMV virus. And I have heard that, and I got that you are also from chemical biology, if I'm right. You have done PhD from IISc Bangalore.
Yeah.
So yeah, and postdoc from ICS only, ICS Kolkata.
Yeah. And then in Germany and in US.
Germany and US, you are doing a postdoc. So
Yeah.
what exactly you are working on? Because if it will be helpful for my postdoc or something like this, if we can connect later, if you allow this like this, that we can contact after that also.
Yeah, sure. So in PhD, my subject, like I did my BSc and MSc in chemistry. Then in PhD, I did my PhD in chemical biology. And in postdocs also, I continued the same stream, but not exactly the same subject. I can give you my email ID and phone number if you want to contact me. We can just have a chat.
Okay, thank you. And I, matlab, when I my tendency is to speak fast, so that I need to learn. So yeah, I will come to the question that when you join, matlab, when we are in Kolkata, it was not that active, and when you moved to Bangalore, you really participated in all the TISA SSG and like that. So in Kolkata, the situation is still like this. Before lockdown, we also tried to participate in the SSG. In the lockdown, we were really active, but after that, it is completely a dormant. Matlab, in Kolkata, there is no SSG at all is going. So are you, by any chance, are you in Kolkata SSG still now, so that some boost up can be done in this Kolkata SSG?
No, I'm not in Kolkata. I don't know anything about Kolkata SSG now. But I can give you some contacts if you want. Also, there is a group of Kolkata SSG. Yeah, you can, yeah.
I'm in that group. I
Oh,
am in
okay.
that group, but that group
Okay.
is inactive.
Yeah, okay.
Almost inactive. So I was thinking that if you could be in that group and something can be initiative, like the person like you who can motivate the people who is in just a hibernation phase. So something like this.
Yeah, it would be good to be in Kolkata. But currently I'm not. But if in future I will be in Kolkata, I will definitely
Online.
online. Okay, yeah, we
It can be
can.
online also.
Yeah,
Online,
yeah.
only online.
Okay, okay.
Definitely it's not possible. So for the offline. So at least
Yeah,
if you will
yeah.
be in the group, then some kind of motivation we will be there in that group.
Yeah, sure, sure, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I
Thank
will
you. Thank you very much.
send you my email ID and phone number in the chat.
Soma,
Okay, okay.
I
Thank you.
could
Thank
give
you.
the connections to him separately. That
Okay,
would be
okay.
better.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So you have, I mean, any other questions, Sabir?
No, that's all from my side. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. So, I mean, Aditya, would you like to ask your questions? Yeah.
Hello, hello all. Hello Soma.
Hi.
My name is Aditya Sarfari. I am a software engineer and I am residing in Ireland right now. I just want to ask how do you deal with blockage? Because sometimes I get completely blocked and I could not utter a word. I am under the phase of interviews right now and I'm going through a lot of rejections. Maybe somewhere in my subconscious mind, I believe that this is the reason of my rejections. So, due to this, like I am getting a lot of stressed and anxiety. So, mm, I'm facing blockage issue. How do I deal it, or how do you deal it if you faced it in your past career? Thank you.
Yeah. So honestly speaking, I didn't face blocking too much, but yes, sometimes. And at that times, uh, I try to stop, though I know it is very hard to stop in middle of sentence. But I try to stop there and again take a deep breathe, and then try to speak. Yeah.
Okay. So actually, yeah, when you block at the beginning, then it's like you will block for the next few words also. That's how the
Yes,
loop
yes.
goes on, right? What I mean to say,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like a loop kind of. If you block at a word, then you know your subconscious mind goes into hits you somewhere, and then it says that it will be blocked for few other words also, and then it goes on into a loop and loop and loop. So
Yeah.
how do
It is
we
very
deal with the
tough to
situation kind
stop.
of?
Yeah, I know it is very tough to stop in between of a sentence, but I honestly did not face blocking too much, but sometimes when I'm too anxious, then I couldn't complete the sentence. So then I cut it in between. I stay calm. I take a deep breathing. Then again, I start to speak.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you, host, for this opportunity. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Aditya. So now we will go to
I
Asu.
want to say one thing.
Uh, uh,
Can I say?
1 minute, we will take the others' questions and then come back to you because everybody is waiting. So
Okay.
Asus, Asus, the person with Asus tag, can you please ask your question? Yeah.
Hello, ma'am. I have a question that I stammer on some particular words like uh, redemption, region, and report. So when I tried to speak these words, sometimes that my mind said that I will stop and I will have a blockage. So how I avoid it during conversation?
Yeah. So the same thing actually happens to me. I also sometimes have fear with some syllable. So when I try to speak with that syllable word, uh, what I do, I just reduce the speed and slowly try to go with the word. So this technique I have developed over the years. Like for example, if I am, if in my mind that I will stop in a word called sentence. So I will slowly, like if the word is in between a sentence, I will slowly go and then will reduce the speed, then sentence. So this way I try, but sometimes I cannot, but sometimes I can. So yeah, it is a journey.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So next we will go to Srini Gandala.
Yeah. Hi, Vidya.
Hi.
Thanks so much for bringing Soma into this, and it's really helpful for every one of us. And you do this always, and we are so thankful to you, Vidya. So, Soma. Good
Hi.
evening. Right. So we are. I mean, I'm, and as a whole, the entire TISA is now. I feel that they're motivated and inspired the way you have taken this journey in your life, and so many positive things uh, can be taken from your journey, and you have shared all those things to with us. It's really helpful. I would say thank you so much for that, Soma. So I'm also from West Bengal, and I love to be in West Bengal. The kind of sweets and the food available there, and the kind of people right there. So I was born in West Bengal. So now my question, right? So because you traveled to US and Germany as well, right? So, what do you think? I mean, how the people's reaction if a person who stammers, right? So, how do they react, and how do they take? Are really inclusive, or did you face any differences between the people who take in India than in the other countries, Soma?
Yeah. Um, in the other countries, I would say the people are more accepting. They
Okay.
understand it, and yeah, they wait for you to complete the words, sentence.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah, so I have better experience in other countries, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the inclusiveness will be more and better
More,
in the
yes.
other countries. The
Yeah,
acceptance from the people
yeah,
is more. Okay, great to
yeah.
hear, because I'm actually planning to relocate to Germany, actually, because
Okay,
I'm
okay,
into software, and I'm currently with Microsoft,
okay. So
and
which
I'm planning to relocate
city
it.
in
Yeah,
Germany? Yeah, like
Munich, Munich.
Munich. Yeah.
Yeah, Munich. And you learned German as well? I mean, you know German?
No,
No,
no. Actually,
no.
the
Okay,
institute is international institute. So,
okay.
uh, yeah, but I downloaded some translator. Is because wherever
Okay.
you go, you need to communicate in German.
German, right? Yeah, because I heard that in some of the PG courses, it is mandatory to have A2 level of German language proficiency. This is what I heard.
Mm.
Okay, and
Yeah.
the second question, what I have, Soma, if it is okay, if it is becoming too late for you, or is it okay if I ask another
No,
question?
it's fine, fine. Yeah.
It's fine. Okay, yeah. So Soma, then I heard that because this stammering is more to do with the subconscious mind. Okay, so in that case, right? So what do you think the hypnosis, one of the which trains the subconscious mind, right? So do you think, did you hear anything that if you can train the subconscious mind, that you are not because when we sing and when we actually do bhajans and all, we don't get it mostly, right? And then in that case, right, what do you think about the hypnosis, if we practice that, and if it gets trained this subconscious mind? What do you think about that, Soma?
Yeah, many people in TISA they practice here hypnosis.
Yeah.
Though I didn't practice, but yeah, I think I need to learn it and then will practice. It will be a great way to remove the tension from subconscious mind.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. So these are the two questions I have, and all the best for your interviews, and we want to see you as a full blown professor soon. All the best for you, Soma.
Thanks.
Thank you, Vidya.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Srini. Yeah, thank you, Srini. Dr. Vijay, if you would like to ask a question.
I'm sorry. Initially, I forgot one question. So please excuse me, both of you.
No problem.
So I want to ask one question that every one of us are facing. Suppose we have to give some sort of impromptu speech, or like some sort of self introduction. Uh, so just before uh, the actual event, I mean, just before few minutes of the actual event, means speech or self introduction, anxiety, our anxiety uh, is at peak. So, I mean, what kind of tricks you are following just before? I mean, just few minutes before the actual show or actual introduction, actual lecture, actual impromptu speech. A few minutes before.
Yeah. Um, when I was in Bangalore SAG, I learned something. So it's like that when I have to give impromptu speech, for example, I know that after two people, my turn will come. So I am waiting for me to speak. Then in my mind, I will just see the place, I will see the people, I will see everything, and then in my mind, I will uh, take this and then create a thought that I'm speaking in this environment. But still now, actually, my heartbeat will increase. I know, but when I think about this, like I will observe everything. Then in my mind, I will tell it will be all right. I know that after this, also my heartbeat will increase. But in this way, I try to keep it normalized. Um, yeah, so this technique I learned from Bangalore SHG. Like when you go to a place, just observe that where you need to speak, where the people will sit, how will you do the eye contact, how will you do the body movement and all. So, yeah.
Actually, I have tried to measure the heart rate. So there was a speech of mine at Pune, and the mob was like more than 200 students, staff members were there, and it was like public speaking type of thing in Marathi. So it was like extension kind of lecture. So actually, I have the practice of giving lecture to some sort of the constrained mob, like 50 student at the max, 40 to 50 student. But the student were more than 200. Student and also learner staff was there. So I tried to measure my heart rate. So I mean, when I was talking to the staff members at ease, I was thinking about the class that I may stammer and this anxiety was there, but I measured the heart rate, and that heart rate was 72. Then I measured again after some few minutes, it was 77. And when I went on the dais, okay, dais was there to sit, and when my turn came, I just measured the heart rate with my smartwatch, and that time heart rate was 98. So it was 77 to 98 within 5 minutes. So that picked up, and so I tried some sort of tricks. Means some okay, means it will happen, and the very good trick is acceptance.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
And so,
uh,
sometimes,
which,
I try to enjoy it.
uh,
Yeah, I just enjoy it that a trigger is coming and my heart rate is increasing.
one trick I followed there, so that may be helpful to all of us. Because the situations, the things, the anxiety and the things, this thing I am facing. Okay, so trick which I have followed. So in front of the mob was, so I said like good morning to all of you, and I am going to have the lecture for you in Marathi. And so after these two lines, I have asked a question to them, to Bob.
Okay.
And that had relaxed me a lot. Then again, I checked the heartbeat. It was 77.
Oh,
And
okay.
the heartbeat was so. I think so. I have asked you the same question. I mean, how you are managing?
Hmm.
Then I have chanted one Sanskrit sloka. which I remembered from the Bhagavad Gita after the first or two and first two sentences, and that like, relaxed me a lot because the slokas were like the memorized thing in my brain, and so there was a very good fluency for that to me. So though the
Yeah,
language was Sanskrit, but it was fluent, and that had given me confidence.
yeah.
Uh,
Thank you,
Okay, thank you very
Vijay.
much. Thank you,
Thank
thank
you.
you,
I want to
Vidyaji.
speak
Yes.
something.
Uh,
I want to speak.
yes, yes, Prashant. Actually, we are, yeah, please.
Soma, actually, uh, initially in the initial stages of my career after completion of my BTech, I wanted to do MBA, to pursue MBA, and but there the students used to speak very fluently at a very large pace uh, in the coaching institute I joined. So there I felt very inferior in front of them. So I decided, the people told me that you should go in a career which requires less speech activities. So I changed my career, and I joined one R&D company, and after that I joined Wipro Technologies also. But and uh, in the company also I used to face some problem, but not that much issues, uh, uh, because the uh, speech work was very less, and so I want to ask from you, is it a wise decision to go into a career which requires less speech if I have a stammering, but I want to go into career which requires large amount of speech so that I can speak from my heart. Are you able to understand?
Yeah. It is a very deep question, I feel. I don't know how to answer this, but I can tell you my experience. Um, Initially, I was also afraid that I need to speak a lot in my profession, but then slowly I take it as a challenge, as an opportunity, and then I slowly worked on myself. So, in your case, you need to sit with yourself and just check that how you love the subject, and if you have to speak a lot, like where can you improve yourself, and if you have to negotiate it with a bit, like you change a career to some way apart from what you want to do, but that then in that career you don't need to speak a lot, but then in that way you can get your time to improve. So all these things you need to write it down, I feel, and then you need to sit with yourself that where you can negotiate. Like you need some time to improve, is because suddenly if we get in a situation where we need to speak a lot, then our uh, self confidence might be low, and if it is low at the starting, then we may feel demotivating. So we may need some time, it will not happen in one day. So in this way, you need to check that for this time, for the next 1 2 years, if you slightly move from your subject and then you work on yourself, then after some years you
Here I
can
want to
get
say
back.
one thing. Here I
Yeah,
want to say one thing.
Uh,
What happens in companies uh, when you become a representative of the company, like in sales or marketing, where you have to bring the business for the company. So
yeah,
there you have to give the presentation in such a way that the clients come and uh, uh, give the project to your company.
hmm,
So in that case, the whole responsibility is on how you speak, how you present yourself, and how you deal with these situations there. Like in Not like in professorship where you just have to deliver a lecture and you have to make the students understand. There the responsibility is more because uh, you are responsible for the uh, losses and profits of the company. Uh, that is why always I have been in illusion that if I opt for this field, then uh, my job will not be secure one, and that is why I opted to I opted to leave that field.
okay, okay, yeah.
um, yes. Thank you, dear. You want to say something, Soma, about this?
uh no, I don't have direct experience on this, so I think um yeah, maybe I can think about the question again and then we'll come back to you, Prashant.
Um,
You can share your email ID uh,
yeah,
or
Yeah,
number.
Vidya will forward it.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Um, so do we have, I mean, any other questions or comments from audience? I think we,
Hello,
yes.
Rajesh this side from Pune, Maharashtra. Uh, I have recently joined this group. I have completed Masters in Structural Engineering and working in oil and gas field. So I have one question that whenever I join the new organization or whenever I meet to the new peoples, whenever I introduce myself, I get very cautious. Means I'm not able to speak a single word in front of the office meetings. So these are the past traumas which are haunting me, and how to improve these things, how to forget the past traumas that I wanted to understand.
Yeah, I will suggest you wherever you are, you join the SHGs. So the physical SHG, the more and more you join, and then you will understand how to remove the past thought. Like in SHG, you have a very comfort zone where you will speak well, and then when you have a good memory, that will slowly replace the previous one. Also in meditations, in here hypnosis, I don't know about it. I heard that the people try to remove the old thoughts.
Okay,
Yeah, but the first thing, you need to come to SIG and join the SIG.
okay, okay, someone. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajesh.
Thank you, Vidya.
Yes. And I think now we will wind up. But before that, I would like to thank our guest, Dr. Soma, for sharing her insights and experiences, and to our audience for joining us. We truly appreciate your time and engagement in this conversation. And thanks a lot, Soma, for patiently addressing all the questions. Thank you. Yeah.
I also want to thank Vidya for inviting me, and you are such a great host. And thank you for starting the episodes. I loved it. I followed your each and every videos, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.